We are a few short hours away from the 4-year anniversary of the attempted overthrow of the United States government, the insurrection at the United States Capitol on January 6th, 2021. The failed coup attempt that was incited by, encouraged by, promoted by, designed by Donald Trump, the incoming President of the United States. The FBI, the Department of Justice, have failed to prosecute one particular individual who attempted to bomb, ostensibly, the Republican National Committee and the Democratic National Committee in an act of distraction and more violent chaos. There is new information that the FBI is now releasing that the reward, in case you have any information, is upwards of $500,000 for information leading to the arrest and or maybe conviction of this maniac, this domestic terrorist. There's all kinds of new information. I'm getting ready to play a roughly 6-minute video that's narrated by someone from the Justice Department explaining some of the new details. Now, some of the details are the height of the individual. They're estimated at about 5'7", give or take an inch. So between 5'6" and 5'8". Curious. They know what kind of sneakers they're wearing and how many pair of sneakers up to that day had been sold in the United States of America. Meaning there's only one of like 25,000 people this could be. They're getting to the bottom of it. They have leads here. And it's going to take action on the part of the public to nail it down. I'm going to read 2 paragraphs from this CNN article, and then I'm going to play this video in its entirety, and I would recommend that you share it. Whether you go to the YouTube page of the FBI and share it from there, or whether you share this video, it is important. We need to put a nail in the coffin of this investigation. We need a charge. We need an indictment. We need this investigation to bear fruit. Here's the headline from CNN. After failing for 4 years to track down the DC pipe bomber, FBI hopes there's a new person willing to talk. Despite well-publicized photos of a suspect wearing a hoodie and a face mask, a substantial reward, and 1,000 interviews, the FBI has still been unable to determine who placed the pipe bombs on January 5th, 2021, the night before then-President Donald Trump would make his last-ditch effort to overturn the 2020 election. The FBI on Thursday released new video angles of the suspect near both locations, as well as a new height estimate, 5 feet and 7 inches, of the person who wore a hoodie and a mask the night they placed the bombs, hoping it may lead to more tips. So here is that particular video. It's 6 minutes and change. There'll be as always, there'll be a timer ticking down in the top corner, so you can forward ahead if you get bored with it, forward ahead if you've already seen it. But absolutely make sure you watch this if you have not. There's all kinds of important details that need to be taken note of. And if you have any information whatsoever, there's a number on the screen, and you might be able to take advantage of this $500,000 reward. Watch this.
On January 5th, 2021, between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m., an unidentified individual placed pipe bombs near the offices of the Democratic National Committee and the Republican National Committee in Washington, D.C. As we mark the 4-year anniversary of the night the pipe bombs were placed on Capitol Hill, the FBI and our partners are renewing our call for tips from the public to help us identify the suspect. We are releasing additional details about the suspect, as well as previously unreleased video of the suspect placing the bomb at the Democratic National Committee. A reward of up to $500,000 is available for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the individual responsible for this attempted attack. If you have any information, please call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can also submit tips online at tips.fbi.gov. One previously unreleased detail is the FBI's estimate of the suspect's height to be approximately 5 foot 7 inches tall. The suspect wore a face mask, a gray hooded sweatshirt, and black gloves. They used a backpack to transport each of the devices. They were wearing distinctive Nike Air Max Speed Turf shoes, which are black and gray with the yellow Nike logo. Fewer than 25,000 of these shoes were sold between August 2018 and January 2021. The first time the suspect is seen is at approximately 7:34 p.m. at the intersection of 1st Street and North Carolina Avenue Southeast. The person walks southwest on North Carolina Avenue, turns north on New Jersey Avenue, west on D Street, and then south on South Capitol Street. This footage of the suspect on South Capitol Street shows the person setting down their backpack, which is believed to contain one of the bombs at this time. The suspect appears to put on a pair of glasses and scan the area, standing on tiptoes. Before picking up the backpack, turning around, and heading back the way they came on South Capitol Street. After reaching the corner of D Street, the suspect turns around again, and this time walks south all the way down South Capitol Street to a bench outside the Democratic National Committee headquarters building. Here we see the suspects sit on the bench for a few minutes. They do not place the bomb at this time. The suspect then walks east on Ivy Street, turns north on New Jersey Avenue, and then pauses near the corner of D Street before retracing their steps back to the DNC bench where the first bomb is placed. This previously unreleased footage shows the suspect sitting on the DNC bench before placing the first bomb. Here we see the suspect place the bomb at approximately 7:54 p.m. From there, the person walks north on South Capitol Street, east on D Street, south on New Jersey Avenue, northeast on North Carolina Avenue, when we lose video coverage of the suspect at approximately 8 p.m. 8 minutes later, at about 8:08 p.m., we pick the suspect back up on camera heading north on 2nd Street. The suspect walks west on C Street, enters an alley that leads to Rumsey Court, and then walks west on Rumsey Court. This footage shows the suspect pass between the RNC and the Capitol Hill Club, holding the backpack out to the side. The person continues between the RNC and the Capitol Hill Club, then continues north on 1st Street, east on C Street, back into the alley toward Rumsey Court, back onto Rumsey Court, where they placed the second pipe bomb at approximately 8:16 p.m. The suspect then turns back onto Rumsey Court, walking east until the person is last seen on camera at approximately 8:18 p.m., wearing the backpack on their shoulders. The bomb is believed to have been placed shortly before this video, based on how the suspect is carrying the backpack. We still believe there is someone out there who has information they may not have realized was significant until now. We're asking you to come forward to share that information with the FBI. A $500,000 reward is available for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for this dangerous attempt to harm innocent people.
There's really nothing more that needs to be said. I will leave you with this, that if you have any information, please call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, and you can also submit tips online at tips.fbi.gov. And your tip can absolutely remain anonymous. It is the good and decent and patriotic thing to take part in this investigation if you have any information whatsoever. This is a violent, dangerous individual who put lives at risk, not just lives of important people like Congress people or the vice president herself at the time, or elect at the time. We're talking about families, children who could have come upon these devices. Do the right thing if you have information. Share this video if you don't. I would appreciate it. What do you think, though? I invite your participation in this conversation. You can click below. Comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on the social media. I am everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.